Hello everyone, our report is all about the acquisition of expertise in a motor skill.
Good morning, ma'am. I am the one who report this the acquisition of expertise in a motor skill. So here, ma'am, meron pong tatlong stages which is made by the both fits and poster and also the verge cans. These three stages are the model of learning, encompass the entire range of the human motor skill learning. So it became obvious that upon reflection, however, that those individuals in the autonomous or expert stage of learning nakadepend sa model na kinikonsider po nila. And also, may exhibit a considerably wide range of different skill levels, although most people would easily be classified in the third stage. So, according po dito, ma'am, is all of people or us, we as a human, it's easy for them to classify us on the three stage of the motor skills. So, of both models for driving an automobile, but few would be capable of earning a spot on a NASCAR racing circuit. For instance po, other examples can easily be added. We conclude that there are a few significant differences between a low human handicap weekend golfer and a current Masters champion. Champion of her high school and the most recent winner of the women's singles at Wimbledon. Do high school basketball players differ significantly in their abilities compared to NBA or WNBA players? And also, obviously, there are exit. So, ma-exit po sa significant and performance. Ito po ay significant. Which is significant? Significant is necessary. Necessary, important, or kailangan. Significant among those cited in the examples above. Yet, all are in the third stages of learning, autonomous or expert po daw for their respective skills. Unfortunately, perhaps, neither Fitz and Posner or even nga po si Verjken, kinukonsider niya po ang extreme range of performance na ini-exhibit by those in the respective third stage of their models. So, this should not be considered a falling or neglect. Hindi po daw ito kuni-consider na neglect, falling ng sa mga part nila. However, their interest in the case of both models was not in the extremely talented individuals but rather in the vast extreme majority of people learning jobs, playing sports, pursuing recreational activities, regaining skills, loss of injury or disease, or any of the other myriad of movement. So skills that make daily life possible and meaningful. These researchers, rightly for their purposes, skewed elitism of developing respective models. So, according for them, ma'am, is by this we as individual, we as a human, by our abilities, it makes our life more easier because, ma'am, sometimes if we do things, for example, ma'am, is there is a sport that naghahanap po ng players and we have a background or may mga nalaman po tayo mga skills about of that that sport. So we try to fit ourselves on that situation even though hindi naman natin alam. So ang yung mangyayari possible is matatalo yung team because of us kasi pinupush natin na I can do this but isn't. Hindi po pwede. Hindi kasi nga hindi mo naman alam. Meron ka lang alam pero hindi mo nilalaro. Pwede naman pong na, yes, I have skills, I have a background on that sport, and I can play that one. I have a willingness heart to know or to, para alam mo yun, ma'am, makakuha ng bagong knowledge. But, according to them, if you have a skills on that sports or the abilities, if you have the skills, movement skills, magiging, your daily life possible and meaningful. So, magiging mas madali po yung life mo if you have skills on that sports, even though on that, ang tawag niyan, and on the the recreational activities. So magiging possible po yung life. And that's all for the
Ayon kay Eric, sa 1996 sa mga nakalipas na mga taon, nagkaroon ng malaking interest tungkol sa mga individual na umabot sa matinding limitasyon ng pag-aaral at pagganap. May isang antas ng pagkatuto na tinatawag na eksperto. Ang eksperto ay hindi tumutukoy sa parehong antas ng katuto gaya ng ginagawa ng termino kapag ginagamit ang dynamical system na modelo ng pag-aaral. Ayon kay Verken sa kanyang konseptualisasyon sa yugto na pagkatuto sa learning step continuum na kinakatawan ng parehong tatlong yugto na modelo na ipinapakita dito. Ang antas ng pag-aaral na tinutukoy bilang eksperto ay kumakatawan sa lugar hanggang pinakadulo ng continuum sa ikatlong yugto. Dahil sa malaking pangako ng oras at lakas na kinakailangan upang makamit ang kadalubhasaan ay professional na kasangkot at pagganap ng kani-kanilang mga kasanayan.
So, according to information processing theories, skills acquisition is a three-step process that starts with resource dependency and ends with the automaticity that distinguishes competent performance. During each stage, the cognitive demands of task performance shift. The process of learning motor abilities involves practice, feedback, and the learner's participation in a number of learning theory. Principles are used in this frame of reference: that aptitude of the kid, the nature of the task, the necessary skills, the setting, and the legal requirements are the main points of emphasis.
In this part, as a result of this recent interest in motor ability to do things very well, a fairly long or big books now exist informing our understanding of how experts differ from beginners or in fact, even the highly skilled. In the field of motor, this book is almost completely to this point concerned with sports and athletic skills. Related to these strong events or objects that prove something hints that motor is both sports and context specific, that is, experts are only experts in their clearly stated particular sports or areas of Erickson and Smith in 1991. Experts are not only better than others at the actual movement patterns of an eel, but also better in their ability to perceive, understanding, and respond to the different surrounding conditions and situation in which the skill is performed. As a result, therefore, cannot be measured simplified through the measure of skills performed once alone, but involves testing and evaluating thinking related to seeing, hearing, and understanding at iba pa parts of a skills also.
An exact definition of expertise is somewhat difficult to arrive at, and scholars differ on some issues. However, a consensus of scholarly opinion will probably agree with the description offered by Berretti, Burgess Limerick, and Park on 1994. That motor skill expert. So, sila daw itong mga motor skill expert. So, there are 10 motor skill or domain skill. It are also known as A. Be faster and more accurate in recognizing patterns. So, dapat daw paspas and maging accurate ka when it's come to recognize patterns. Letter B. Have superior knowledge of both factual and procedural matters. So, dapat daw is taas imong paghunahuna when it comes to procedural matters. Letter C. Possessed knowledge organized in a deeper and more structured form so that mas lalong pagyud daw ang imuhang pag-isip when it comes to sa mga motor skills. Letter D. Have superior knowledge of situational probabilities. So, sa letter D is ang ginamin is niya ani is taas imong pag-una when it comes to situational. Letter E. Be better able to plan their own actions in advance. So, you have to maging planado ka sa tanan-tanan in advance. Letter F. Be superior in anticipating the action of an opponent. So, which is nagamin siya nga pag-anticipate in every action of an opponent. So, sa letter I. Produce movement patterns of greater consistency and adaptability. Nagaproduce siya consistency which is tuloy-tuloy and gina-adapt niya ang tanan-tanan na ginabuhat. And letter J, possess superior of self-monitoring skills. So, bali, ginapossess niya iyang sarili na ginamonitor ang sariling skills niya. May not distinguish characteristics separating motor expert from the others in motor domain. It should be noted until the cognitive and perceptual aspect of skilled performance. Indeed, the finding that experts in a particular sport are better than others, not only at physical skills but also underlying cognitive and perceptual components, strongly supported in both laboratory and field use. So, kini siya is ang pot ko sabot ani is dili lang siya physical ang hatag ani niya, which is nagahatag pud daw siya og cognitive and perceptual components para sa iyahang sarili.